everybody. Welcome to A Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. Today is Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. It's always greatly appreciated when you come back and listen to us.
Confusing, but appreciated.
Confusing, but appreciative. Anyways, all this week we're doing That's Not the Way It Went. If you missed yesterday's episode, please go back and check that out.
You don't really have to because it's about me being tortured. So yeah.
John was getting used and abused.
She didn't even have intents for me. She was like, I was a napkin. She was like, yeah, well, here, throw that somewhere. I
don't know. Yeah. So today is Tuesday, and the topic today is say what? This is a good one that can be umbrellaed under very many things because it could be something that somebody said, the way that they acted, how you perceived it, how they projected it.
Stole your clothes, got in the car and drove off. Had to hop in a vehicle with no clothes on and a crazy old woman looking at you going,
how like, you doing?
Oh my God, is this actually? I mean, that kind of stuff?
Uh-huh. Yep. So I'll tell you my story. So this was one night when it's just a girls' night out. And this is when I was single before I met Eric. And me and my gal pals are all hanging out together. And we're at the bar and we're listening to the band. And we're having a good time. And I noticed that there's a bunch of other girls sitting, at the table next to us. And they look like they're having a good time as well. Well, this one particular girl that was at the other table kept looking over at our table. And I thought, I wonder if she recognizes, somebody that I'm sitting with, because that's normally what you think when you're in a bar. Like, is that somebody I know? Or
yeah,
she looks like so-and-so. So I didn't really pay too much of attention to it because I'm stupid like that. I was too busy listening to the band, watching the guys play, whatever. So all of a sudden, she starts like smiling at me and stuff. And I'm like, why is she smiling at me? I'm sure at this point in time, I do not know who this person is. I have like no clue. Not anybody that I know or any of my friends, acquaintances. You know how you just run the whole gamut grocery list of people in your brain.
No, I'm a guy. I'm drunk.
See, but I do that because I'm like, oh, why are you staring at me or smiling at me? You must know me. And okay, so I'm thinking, I don't know who this is. So anyways, not too long after that, she comes over and she says hi to everybody and she's talking to all of us at the table. And I thought, well, okay, maybe she just made a mistake and thought that she knew somebody when she didn't. So she goes back to her table, band's starting to play again, listening to the band. Next intermission comes. And then you met my friend Jen. Now she's got a crazy cousin, Gina. And I look normal in comparison. So Gina says to me, that chick over there that keeps smiling at you? I said, yeah. I go, I don't know her. Do you know her? She goes, no. I think she likes you. I'm like, what? Yeah, I think she likes you. I'm like, you are nuts. We're not even in that kind of a bar. We're not swinging just one way here.
I don't think you have to be in that kind of a bar for the feelings to emerge.
She's like, yeah, she said something kind of like that along that line. I'm like, you're drunk, knock it off. So all of a sudden, the same girl comes back over and she's trying to approach Fast and Furious, but it's the band just stopped playing, so everybody's like running to the bar to get their drinks, and she's trying to zigzag through the crowd. Well, in the meantime, Gina comes and sits over next to me and puts her arms around me. I'm like, what the sand hell are you doing? She's like, go with me. I'm like, what? Roll with me on this one, she said. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell you're doing. So the girl comes over and she's like, oh. And then Gina's like, yeah, that's right. She's taken. She's my bitch.
Wow. This has got to really be triggering your what the response. I can just see you now going, do I have to be either but anybody's bitch? Can I just be me?
Can I just be me?
Do I have to be yours or her? Is that the way this works? I thought it was a bar where we just like listened to music and had a drink, but apparently not.
No. So the girl goes back and sits down at the other table, and shortly after that, she leaves. And then Gina goes, well, that didn't go according to how I thought it was going to go. I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, I didn't think she was going to get that upset where she was just going to turn around and leave. Like, exit the building, leave. I said, so after the girl left, it went back to her table, and shortly after that, she left. I mean, it was like, hurry up, slam that drink, grab her friends, and let's just get the heck out of here. And Gina's still sitting with her arm around me. I'm like, can you stop hugging me now?
And then she looks at you and goes, no, because you really are my bitch now.
She did too, because she's just that crazy. I'm like, stop it. Go take your seat back over there. Yep. That was a very interesting night. I didn't know if I should have been flattered or scared. I'm not sure.
Both.
And on that note, I think I need to go take a breather. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Ms. B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. And thanks for coming back. It's greatly appreciated. And remember, don't do this alone. You're going to need to bring lots of friends for support.
There's going to be a lot of moral support necessary after these episodes. I'll need it. You'll need it. The people listening will need it.
Because they'll probably recall similar stories.
Oh, yeah. Time to download that crazy, doctor app there. Doc, I was listening to this show, and it brought back horror stories. Well, my story, for say what, is going to be one of my sisters. I have twin sisters, and I'll change the names to protect the not innocent.
Twin sisters?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're twins. They're twins. Yeah. It's like, so little Miss L. Call her Little Miss L. She's a joker. A lot like my dad. You've heard the stories about my dad. She's one of the victims of some of his. She was the Camperbird girl.
Is she the Camperbird girl?
Yeah, Camperbird girl. Yep,
okay.
Camperbird girl. So we're up here in Maine. We have this restaurant chain called Friendly's, and there's a lot of them up here, but they don't work well for some reason anywhere else in the country. Coca-Cola even bought it and thought they'd expand it. No, it's like a whole border thing. It gets all the way up to the edge of New England, and nobody has any interest. So it stays here, and it's been around for oh my God, 60 years. It's a whole chain. They serve ice cream. Hot dog, it's one of those, it's like a diner, but their ice cream made them famous. So you can buy it in the grocery stores and all that. It's called Friendly's. So we're in one of these, and we're having a little meal. Of course, she starts to build up where she's like, I can't go it alone. You're like, what are you talking about? Well, don't stop. Why do you always do that? You look at me like I'm crazy when you know I can't do this alone. And I'm just like, and she's slowly building, and she's pretending. And this is 20 minutes or so later. She's like, I keep saying this, but you're not listening. I can't go it alone. And now she's acting like she's almost crying. I'm like, what's the matter? She's like, what do you mean, what's the matter? How do you just look at me like, what's the matter? You weren't thinking, what's the matter that night, were you? And you're like, what? And she's like, everything's fine and dandy until this happens. And she points down to her lap. She's like, then what? And I'm like, and she, right out loud, she goes, what are we going to do if Mom and Dad find out? Now you're doing what she was doing in her brain, but I'm doing right now what I was doing that day. I'm like, this isn't funny. Oh, that's what a guy always says. This isn't funny. It's not mine. They always have something smart to say. She's like, buddy, it was you and me there. That's it. This is happening. And I'm like, all right, enough with it. Enough with it. Yeah, what are you going to do? Run out now? And then right out loud, just as loud, I can't do this baby by myself. I'm like, okay. All right. People are looking. They should be looking at you. I'm like, oh my god. I want to go to the bathroom to hide, but I'm afraid someone's going to come in there and go, "How dare you!" And I don't even know what to do now. I can't even talk.
I gotta meet this girl. She rendered you speechless.
I mean, and literally finished eating. She's like, "Well, are you coming or what?" And we leave. I'm like, what in the world? And she's like, you should have seen your face. I'm like, you should see their faces. There's an angry mob in there. You don't even know it. What if I did? You don't know any of those people. I'm like, oh my god, you freaking psycho. Why would you do that? She was, you had to see your face. And it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me with this nonsense. What if mom and dad find out? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. And she was just like she's a chick, so she was like a chick. But I mean, she's building up slowly as we're eating. I can't do this alone, And I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Why do I keep saying that? I don't know. Why do you keep doing what you do? And then another few minutes would go by, and she's like, I don't know how many times you want me to say I can't do this alone. You're like, what are you talking about? And she points to her lap, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You're like, what is what is and there's people looking at me, and I'm like, hey, you're looking at me wondering, I'm looking at her, we're all wondering together what this girl's talking about. And then she unleashes, what if mom and dad find out? Now people are going, whoa, what? What if mom and dad find out about what? And now I'm wondering, what are you, what? And she's just, I'm just falling for one piece after the other. And then she slams me, the baby, that's what? And I'm like, oh crap, hold on, no, do not, no. This is, are you freaking, people are looking at me, I'm like, Oh, that's what they all say. Oh, people, no. Oh, God, I want to run. But there's nowhere to hide because they all want to kill me
now. You can't even shrink down to the size of a fly.
No, can't do anything. There's just, it's everybody's like eating their burger going, no, right over there. Someone should stab him. Oh my God! His sister. Oh my. She said. Oh, shut up, people!
I just have one question. Was this a place that you frequently went to?
Yeah, I told you it's a big chain here. I ain't go that one anymore. I have no idea what possessed her to go, oh, this will be fun. And she just starts going. And she's so serious. And I'm like, what are you talking? Just, and I'm totally falling for this thing. Because I'm getting angry. Like, what are you talking? Oh, that's what they all say. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you never know what you mean. But you knew what you meant that night, right? And you're like, what are you talking about? And I'm getting mad. You know what I mean? And then she just starts to, oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. And then just literally walks out the door and goes, you should see it in your face. What? You should see, what? They want me dead. All of those people in there are going to come out here and kill me. You should have seen your face. Oh, my God. I mean, didn't bother her a bit. She didn't give a about her butt. Oh, stop being a baby. You're like, a minute ago when I said what, you were like, oh, yeah, but. And now you're like, stop being a baby.
And on that note, we have to go because John's going to need yet another therapy session.